should I get dressed? I should probably do my hair and get dressed. Let me get myself somewhat together before we start this. All right, you guys. So my hair dried like straight back in that headband. I left it on longer than I usually do, so we're just gonna work with it. We're gonna do what we got today. Okay, so today I am gonna be sharing with you all my complete thoughts about the Too Faced Pretty Rich collection. There's a new palette. There are 2 new Diamond Light highlighters, which is exciting. Y'all know that this one has been a long time, just like, it's probably like one of my best of 2018. It's like my favorite. What, did this come out this year or was it 2017? Okay, whatever, I don't know. It is one of my favorite powder highlighters. I have a new one too, and I'm gonna compare because if you guys know about these, they can be very different from like different one to different one, because they're like kind of swirly and opalescent. So we'll talk about that, but this is like one of my favorite things. So when I saw there were 2 new colors, I was like, yes, we'll get into that. And then when I saw this palette, I was like, come to me now, because here, okay, so it's kind of like, you know, the same type of packaging, a really good mix of like natural and you know, all these different colors. We'll get into it. I expected just to love it, and I did love it for a long time because I was just using it as just the natural colors, and I was like, this is amazing. The natural colors are amazing. I love the fact that it's got all of these colorful colors too, and these glitters that honestly swatch like a dream. Like I always say, don't trust finger swatches, because you'd see these and you'd say, oh my gosh, yay, 5 stars, this is amazing. But when you apply it, it's a different, we'll get into it, okay? No, I'm a mess. I'm gonna be a glittery bomb mess, as you guys will see throughout the video as we run into some problems. So, and surprisingly, this seems to get very good reviews. I don't know. We'll talk. Is this shirt see-through? Probably. Oh my gosh, okay. Like, should have just stayed in the robe. I feel like I'm a mess today. You'll see as the video goes on probably why. Okay, let's just get into it. Y'all, I ain't spending a lot of time on this, okay? Y'all have seen me do this a million times. I'm using my Clinique Acne Solutions foundation, and then I used my By Terry under eye concealer with my beauty blender. You guys, what is wrong with me today? I don't know. I'm telling you, this stuff threw me off. It really did. And I ran out of brow products. Let's just continue. Just a soft wash of bronzer. It's my Chanel Bronze Universal if I'm going very fast, which I know that I am. I will link to everything, but I want to focus on the main focus of the video. So yeah, speaking of no brow products, yeah, totally ran out of brow products, and I thought, oh, I've got some, you know, in my stash, whatever, and I totally didn't. I couldn't find any. I thought that I would definitely have a backup of my Benefit at least, so I've just been using my Hourglass, my Arch Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel, which I really love. You can totally use it on its own. I mean, you don't get that as dramatic as an effect. Okay, so since I'm doing like eyeshadow today, I use my Trish McEvoy Eye Base Essentials in Bare, the best eye base ever. So to start, I took this sort of like bone colored color and put it on my brow bone. I sweep a little on my inner corner. It's just to keep anything from like clinging and looking crazy, right? So then I use this really warm brown color, it's Cashmere, and I put it, you know, in my crease and just warm that up a little on my lower lash line. And then I took some of this, the Filthy Rich. Now this is a color that is like, it looks kind of like a frosty color, right? But when you swatch it, you can kind of see it's a little dusty, not like in a soft way. It's very odd, but you know, the color comes off whatever. When you put it on, you know, I'm thinking, okay, you know, the payoff isn't great, right? And like I always say, I do not like seeing things of just finger swatches. You've got to try them on. You've got to use them because it's just totally different, right? Finger swatches mean nothing. So you can kind of look at the color undertone, you can look at whatever, but if it doesn't apply or it doesn't transfer, it doesn't, you know, apply, what's the point, right? I mean, it's eyeshadow, so you need to put it on your eyes to see what the heck it even does. I am looking at myself and I'm realizing, holy crap, Tiffany, you have got like fallout all over you. Not just like little dusty fallout, it is like over here. Those little specks just shot everywhere. This was nuts, you guys. Like, I have never. So I try to clean it up. It's like not coming off. It's the kind that's like insane. And you might say, oh, dust a whole bunch of powder. I think you can do that for sure if you know you're gonna be applying like some kind of crazy glitter, which I clearly was. I should have done that. But I don't like caking on so much powder to this area just so you can dust it off, because then that makes you look cakey right here. I don't want a lot of powder there. I'm getting so bright. It's like, you know what it is? The weather got really nice outside and this room got kind of intense. Okay, so cleaned that up, whatever. Pain in the A, but whatever. So then this princess cut color. Now this is kind of similar to that, but it's lighter. So, you know, maybe I just didn't notice it as much, but this is a beautiful color. I dusted it over my lids, really, really pretty. But then I'm like, listen, I love some glitter. Like I can put some glitter in a really nice way. If I'm gonna do glitter, I like everything else to look sexy and pretty. I don't want it to look too young, like I just put a glitter paint on my eyes. I like to just kind of dab it on. And I really like the way these colors look together. But what's interesting is the massive amount of fallout. I knew I didn't want to use a brush. You can just use your finger when you use glitter. I think that's just the easiest way. Okay, I get it. Like I'm putting powder on top of a powder, a glitter on top of a powder. Is that ideal? No, but I've done eyeshadows before that do stick. Like this has like the most crazy, just from moving my eyes, not even from when I applied it, but just from moving, it like just goes everywhere. Like, and I went to so much effort like to clean it up and to get it on my face, and it is still like everywhere, like new, just from moving my eyes around. So I feel like this isn't ideal if you're like, oh yay, glitter, like unless if you're just gonna put down like a really sticky base or a really just like glitter base, whatever, and then just do the glitter only. I feel like that kind of, you know, defeats the purpose. If you're gonna use a glitter, this happens to be a Too Faced product too. I mean, I grabbed these out, I was like, oh my gosh, where are my glitter eyeshadows? I love these. I really hope they still have these. Oh my gosh, the Too Faced glitter eyeshadows. This is Honey Please, and this is the Strawberries and Champagne. The Honey Please is probably my favorite, but oh my gosh, you can do any kind of eyeshadow, put a little bit of this on your finger and tap it. I do have a video where I showed that not that long ago. Like I said, I feel like it's been pretty highly reviewed. I feel like obviously for the reasons that I feel people just may have used it the way that I did, as your everyday palette. I've been using that for the last several weeks. I've just been opening this up and using these natural colors and thinking, ooh, look at all these pretty glitter colors that I will be able to bust out at some point. You know what I mean? So that's kind of nice. And then of course, you know, I'm not gonna do that again to myself. I finger swatched them and I was like, yes. And so then, you know, people might be like, yay, 5 stars, it's wonderful. I just don't feel like the formulas on these frostier shades are that great. Glitter is just, everywhere. And then y'all, one of my favorite mascaras, the Too Faced Better Than Sex. The packaging, oh my gosh. I didn't use any eyeliner with this look, first of all, because I feel like sometimes when you use glitter, you've got all that going on. Just do really elaborate lashes and just leave it be, because sometimes the glitter is just, it's like, stop right there, girl. You know what I mean? Look how pretty this is, you guys. It's so pretty. It's the same exact mascara, it's just in a really pretty packaging. And y'all, I'll just pop it the heck right on, because like I said, I didn't use eyeliner. I just wanted it to look very dramatic. This is so beautiful. It's such a good mascara, and I think that packaging is so fun. And y'all, let's talk about these. Okay, the Diamond Light highlighters. Like I said, I've had mine for a very long time. It's just so good, y'all. It's like one of my all-time faves. It kind of has that like swirly, like baked look of like a mineral product. You know what I'm talking about. But it's just so gorgeous. It's in this cute little jewelry box. And let me compare. So this is a new one, and this is the like box that it comes in. I mean, hello, it's so pretty. Let me show you what the new one looks like. So you can see I've used mine a lot. And I don't know if you can really see, like, you know, it kind of looks like an opal. There's some like blues, some yellows, some pinks. Mine was very yellow when I first had it, and this one is kind of the same. It's a little yellowy blue. I think pink would kind of be ideal, but yeah. So when you do look at the colors, like mine looks, you know, this one, is it very different? I mean, I don't know. This one is a little more blue, I feel, but. So I just think that's very, this is the new one, this one's mine. So I just feel like that's very interesting, right? Like finger swatches are good because you can see the colors, but like I said with eyeshadows and stuff, so I think that's kind of interesting. So if you've gotten this original one called Diamond Fire, this was the first one they came out with that was like so hard to get and it was always sold out, and I just raved about it. It's just beautiful because it looks like skin, but it's just glowy. This is probably one of my most like intense highlighters that I have. It's just really pretty. It's very bright and pretty. I've seen some people say, oh, mine was too green. It looks blue on me. And you know, it could just be the one that you have. So when I saw that they had 2 new ones, they have one called Canary Diamond and one called Fancy Pink Diamond. And like, honestly, y'all, this one, I know, I'm sorry. My hair is just, like, I didn't do it, so there's like no product in it, so it's just like kind of going everywhere and it's like bugging the shit out of me. Okay, so yeah, when I saw this Canary Diamond one, honestly, it scared the you-know-what out of me because I'm like, I do not like yellow or really goldy highlighters at all. And I expect it to be that. When you open it up, it's like, it's got this golden sheen to it, but it looks very pink. Now this one, I was so disappointed in because it is not the same finish or even feels like the same formula at all as the original one, because it is very like very chunky glittery, and it's like straight up pink and yellow, like pink with like a yellow like duochrome, but it is so like chunky, glittery, insane. But it is very chunky glittery. Now on my skin, that's not gonna do anything for me. If you have darker skin, it's definitely gonna show up, but it's gonna show up as very like pinky yellow. I just feel like if you've got a more tan or olive skin tone, you may love this, but I feel like for me personally, I just didn't love it. So then I saw the pink one and I was like, great, I'm not gonna like this one. Well, I really like this one. So this one is the same exact feel, the same exact formula it feels as the old one. This one is the same exact sort of like feel and formula as the old one. I've used this one so much, and oh my gosh, you guys. It's not as intense. Let me compare it just so you can see. It's not as intense as like the original one. So like here's the original one and here's this one. It just gives a really pretty glow. It's more of a believable like skin toned peachy pink, right? So you can see that's the one that I applied, and I used their new little highlighting brush that came out with this collection too, which I think is really beautiful. The handle looks like a little prism or something, but I love how it's very small. I think this one's gonna grow on me more and more. The more I use it, the more I love it, because what I always had gripes about this one kind of fixes, because sometimes I would look at this one and I would be like, do I look a little green and I just don't realize it? Am I looking blue today? This one has not a pinch of that. So, but you get that same like beautiful glow, and I used a lot of it. So I mean, but you could even apply it like, you know, a lot lighter. So while the original one is still kind of like, I love it because, you know, I've had it for so long, the Fancy Pink Diamond, I think could become even more of a fave. So I love that. So you kind of like see all of them together-ish. Like I have like claw hands trying to hold all this stuff. And then you guys, as part of the collection, they have these in all different colors, but I wanted to show these in the video because I felt like these would be probably the only ones I would really use. The Sunset Crush and the All the Stars. So the Sunset Crush one, they smell so good, by the way. They smell like just like yummy cake battery deliciousness. The Sunset Crush one is very like pinky, like a little peachy pinky, and I thought, let me just see if this one's a little brighter. And the All the Stars one is really pretty, and I was like, whoa, because at first it looks a little kind of almost too hologrammy. You know what I mean? Like it has too much of like a purple flash or this or that. As it kind of just settles a little bit, it's just really pretty. So I really do like this one. I really love to use a sort of like a reflective lip gloss, or one that has a little bit of like a sparkle or a sheen over something a little more boring, you know, that you might just wear every day, but that kind of dresses it up a little. What else? There was a few more things in the collection. There was a new color of the Glow Job peel off mask, which I used up my old one completely. I had a pink one, and I believe the new one is like just sparkly, like kind of white sparkly. And I feel like some of those things are so gimmicky, but I do feel like that's a good one. I love a peel off mask, especially like right before you do your makeup, and that's why I used up that first one so much, because I got in this habit of doing like a really light layer of it, and I would peel it off right before I did my makeup, and I just felt like it made my skin look fresh. It made my, you know, I don't know. So, so that's kind of cool to do. But I hope that you guys got something out of this. If you were looking at this collection, you've seen a lot of pretty pictures or whatever, like maybe this helps you a little. I just like to do, I don't like to get too like scientific with review. Oh, let me swatch. Oh, passes this test, passes that. Well, I just like to use it. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So thank you guys so much. Love y'all. I will link to everything that I used, and I will see you very soon. Bye, you guys.